welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the best and worst value items at Sephora. So I've been really devo about how terrible the Australian dollar is lately, and I've been looking at things and thinking, oh, like that feels like it's so expensive in Australia to buy. And I've been wondering, like, is it cheaper to get things from like the American website and have them shipped over, or should I just be buying things from Sephora Australia? So I've made a little spreadsheet here of a bunch of brands and a bunch of like makeup items, so some non-makeup items that like I've seen a lot on YouTube or that I'm interested in buying. And I did like a little comparison to see whether it would be cheaper to buy them from America and have them sent over, or whether it is in fact cheaper just to get it from Sephora Australia. The thing that like really spurred this for me was that I saw that the Fenty foundation to buy in America is $35, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation to buy that in America is $38. Except in Australia, the Fenty foundation is $52 and the Anastasia one is $71. And I was like, something seems like it's gone wrong with this like price conversion here. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken the cost in the US, I've converted that to Australian dollars, and I've added GST because on American websites, I'm sure that tax is not included in the price. So obviously they still have to pay tax when they buy their things, and we also pay GST. So I'm going to start with best value and I'm going to go down to worst value. Obviously, I have not done this for every single item on the Sephora website. That would take me forever. Like, I would have to be like a programmer and stick it into a program, and I'm not even that great at Excel, so this is the best that I can do. Most of this stuff is makeup items, but there is a few hair things in there and a few skincare things in there, just stuff that I've seen like a lot of people talk about on YouTube before. Okay, the first thing was actually such a surprise for me, and this is something that I have wanted for so long, but I'll probably never buy it because it's so expensive, but it is the Dyson Airwrap. So the Airwrap costs in Australia $799, and in America it costs $549. So obviously, like, it seems like it's heaps cheaper in America, but if you do the conversion and do the tax and everything on $549, then the Airwrap ends up costing $881 if you buy it from America, not including shipping, which is a saving of $82 if you just buy it from Australia. I thought that was pretty great. The next big thing was also something pretty pricey, but it's the Tom Ford lipsticks. So in Australia they cost $70, which that is ridiculous. But in America they still cost $55, which is pretty insane. So once you do the conversion, it's actually $18 cheaper to buy one from Australia. $18, like, that's freaking great. So like, if you were American and you want Tom Ford, you should come and buy it from here. So the next thing is something kind of random that I just chucked in. I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about it. I know nothing about it, but I was looking at the brand Fresh and I wanted to see like how much the difference between like the most expensive item you can get in Australia is and like the equivalent in America. So I looked at the Fresh Black Tea Firming Corset Cream. It's $135 for one cream. That's expensive. But in America, it's $95 for that same cream, which is still super expensive. So if you buy it in Australia, you are saving $17. That is pretty great. The reason that I was looking at Fresh was actually to have a look at the soy face cleanser, which I've seen a lot of people talk about, a lot of especially like Canadian people and UK people. And if you wanted to buy that, it is $7 cheaper to get it from Sephora Australia. Next up we have the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour and the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette. And they are both cheaper to buy in Australia. So the Contour Palette is $13 cheaper to buy in Australia, and the Eye Palette is $12 cheaper to buy in Australia. So I didn't look at the rest of the Kat Von D stuff, but I would assume that that means quite a lot of the things in that range would just be cheaper to get from Sephora in Australia. The next hard hitter was the Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palettes. So they are pretty expensive, $68 to buy here, but in America they're $49.50 to buy. So once you do the conversion, you are going to save $11.50 if you buy one from Australia. So, may as well just stock up while you're here. The next thing that I wanted to look at was the Ulla Hendrickson Fat Facial that everyone's kind of been posting because it just came out. So it is $68 to buy, which is, expensive. In America, it is $49 to buy. So once you do the conversion though, you are going to save $10.50. If $10.70. If you buy that from Sephora Australia. So if you were thinking about giving it a go, Sephora Australia is your cheapest place. Next in line, we have the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I swear used to be $50, but now it costs $59. So that's a bit devastating. But in the US, it does cost $43. So if you get it here, you are still going to save yourself $10. So much better value just to buy it from Australia. I'm sure that it's the same price in Maya and all of those other places too. I did want to take a little look at some brush kits. So I looked at the Zoeva Complete Brush Kit. Yes. And the Sigma Essentials Brush Kit. So the Zoeva one costs $208 from Sephora. Like, that's a lot of money. In America, it costs $135 from the Zoeva website. However, that is still a saving of $8 if you buy it from Australia. Plus, you don't have to pay for the shipping. So really, you are going to be saving quite a bit. The Sigma Essentials Brush Kit is $249 in Australia, which, that's up there. And $160 to buy from the Sigma website. But again, you still are going to be saving $8 if you buy it from Australia, and you're not going to be paying for the shipping. All right, the last three things that I'm going to talk about for the best value, you will save around $6 for each of these things, is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer, Tarte Shape Tape, and the Natasha Denona Beaver Palette, if you've got a spare $200 to spend on some eyeshadows. The rest of the things that I looked at were a saving of between $5 and $1. So there are still quite a few things. I will leave my little spreadsheet in the description box below. It'll be like a Google Sheets if you want to have a look. Then there were also quite a few things that were a little bit more expensive to buy from Sephora Australia, but I'm not going to talk about the ones that are between $0 and $5. I'll just talk about the ones that are kind of almost at $10 and above $10. So there's not too many of them that I found, which is actually great. It means that Sephora is not totally trying to rip us off, which is a winner. So 3 out of the 4 things that I'm going to talk about are from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is pretty devastating because that's I love that brand. Everything that I've ever tried from them, I have really, really loved. I've never bought anything from the Sephora in Australia though from them, I don't think. Maybe the Modern Renaissance palette. I can't remember. So just the general eyeshadow palettes like Modern Renaissance, Soft Glam, Sultry, those ones, they are $76 to buy in Australia. I'm pretty sure this is from Sephora or Mecca. And $42 to buy from Sephora America or the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, which means that you are spending $8.50 more for those. By the same token, the ABH foundation that I was talking about earlier, $71 to buy it from Sephora, $38 to buy it from ABH website, which means that you are losing $10 if you buy it in Australia. The Norvina palette, which I really, really, really want. After I watched Jay Kiss's video using it, oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. But it will set you back $112 if you want to buy it from Sephora. That is a lot. If you buy it from the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, it's $60 which is 96 Australian dollars. So you are paying $15.60 more to get it from Sephora in Australia. Devastating. So look, it's tough because the ABH website, I think they charge $20 for shipping, $20 for shipping to Australia. So I would say if you want to get your hands on some Anastasia Beverly Hills products, find some friends, find some other people who want that as well, so that you can just do kind of like a bulk order and you can share the shipping. That is the best way to get Anastasia Beverly Hills products, in my opinion. The last one, this one shocked me because I have bought this product from Sephora, Australia, and I was not impressed to find out about the price difference. So it is the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. So those little foundation drops that you can use to add like extra coverage to your foundation or change the color. In Australia, they are $72. $72. In America, they're $29. $29, which with like conversion and tax and everything is $46.50. So you are paying $25.50 more to get them from Australia than you would be to get them from America. Like, just find a friend in America to send you those if you want them. Fortunately, I did look at a couple of other things like from Cover FX, and not everything is like that. Just the custom cover drops. I have no idea why. It's very strange. All right, that's pretty much everything that I looked at. Obviously, I didn't go through my whole list because it was huge. Let me know in the comments below if you like this video. Let me know if you'd like me to do the same thing for Mecca, because I could definitely do that. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.